So after that big 3-0 victory over Puth, we are looking great right now. And I hear in the press conferences that Rui Vitória, the coach of Benfica, is talking so much smack about Sporting. And when you talk smack about my team, I take that to heart because that is like my family. So I go up to Rui Vitória's car, who's just sitting on the sidewalk, and I'm just beating it. I'm teaching him a lesson. Never mess with my team because this team is my family. If you mess with my family, everyone knows that whenever someone messes with your family, bad things happen because you just want to. No one disrespects family like that, and no one disrespects my club, my team, my players. So I'm just destroying his car. I'm teaching him a good lesson. Everybody on the sidewalk is looking at me, and I'm not even afraid of paparazzi right now because I just want to see Rui Vitória. I want to see him come up to my face and do something. And if he is going to do something, you guys will have to watch next episode to find out. What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 7 and welcome to my 100 subscriber special video. Automatically, guys, I just wanted to say thank you guys for 100 subscribers in 5 days. We're going to be at 200 pretty soon. And I don't know what to say. We're growing so fast, honestly. So this is going to be definitely a channel that is going to last for a long time, and we're going to be making videos together for a while. And I'm just going to play the background because obviously this is a post commentary. This isn't a live commentary. And right now you can see me by a future star because we need that in our academy. Our academy is ranked #1 in the world. So we need those, big players to come up in our academy. And those scouts that we have are not even 5-star rated. So we're not going to get those unless we purchase them in the EA catalog. Let me know if you guys are okay with that. But in this video, I'm actually going to be answering some questions that you guys have asked me in the comment section below. This is only going to be playing the game against Boavista because episode 8, I do want to just do it transfer deadline day only. So this is just going to have one game this episode. Pretty soon we'll be having like 2-3 games in episodes once Champions League comes up and our schedule gets like really compact. But if you guys saw the thumbnail, I wanted to say thank you to Boop. He comments on all my videos all the time, and especially all you guys that comment on my videos all the time. He made this thumbnail though. Boop made this thumbnail for episode 7, and I just wanted to give him a big shout out for that because that was epic seeing that that a fan made that. It's really it's pretty awesome that when fans are getting involved in your own series, that's when you're doing well. And all these messages that you guys are saying to me, like you're a world-class YouTuber, and it just it makes me never want to stop because it's just awesome to see, honestly. But we are gonna get right into this Q&A, and before I get into this Q&A, I'm sorry, but you can see we are playing Boavista away from home. This is a pretty important game because Boavista is a pretty decent side. They probably finished maybe 7th or 8th in the league. They're not terrible, but they're not the best. But it is still a difficult game, especially away from home. And yeah, so I'm just going to leave the background for you guys to watch. Obviously, if you guys didn't see, Jefferson is out for 3 weeks with an ankle injury. But other than that, let's get right into these questions. So the first question you guys asked me was, how old am I? I'm actually only 17 years old. I just turned 17 in September. Even though that's quite a long time ago, it is still pretty recent. But I'm still a senior in high school, if you guys are wondering that. But another question you guys asked me is, do you play football? I do play football, and the other question you guys asked me was, what position do you play in football? And I actually play center midfielder. If I had to compare myself to someone like you guys asked, I'd probably say Luka Modric. I like to play like him. I'm a playmaker. I don't score too many goals, and when I do score a goal, it's a pretty far range goal. It's nothing close to the goal at all. But that is who I would compare myself to. And if you guys are gonna ask who is my idol, I would say Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously because I am Portuguese, or Luka Modric because our play styles are the exact same. Now, a question you guys asked me was, not how old am I? How tall are you? I'm sorry about that. I'm actually like maybe 5'8", 5'7 and a half, probably around there. I am short, but the Portuguese people, we can't complain. That's just in our blood. We're automatically short. You know who I am. The guy that lives from Puth, I think his name is Escola. I don't know how to say it perfectly, but he did say he's from Puth. So I guarantee you he's probably not the tallest guy, but there's a shout out for you, man. You comment on all my videos, so I just got to give you a shout out right then and there. Another question you asked me was, when did I start playing FIFA? I probably started playing FIFA when I was at a young age. My dad was playing FIFA since '98. He had not the PS1, I don't know if it was a GameCube. I don't really remember, honestly, but he was always playing it. So 2004, I got my CD with Thierry Henry on it, and I automatically started playing on it with the Euro. Was it Euro 2004? I want to say that too came out the same year as the FIFA 2004. So I did play that a lot on my Xbox at the time. What team are you a fan of? You guys might not know this, but of course I'm a huge fan of Sporting. That is my childhood team, but a team I'm just as big as a fan for is Real Madrid. I absolutely love that team. I don't miss any games unless I'm working or something. I have no excuse. But that is my team, especially with Sporting. You know, those are my two biggest teams. The question you guys asked me was, did you ever go to the Jose Avalad? If you guys don't know what that is the Sporting Stadium, and yes, I did. I went last February with my dad and my aunt, unless you guys are Portuguese, and my tia. And what an experience was to watch the Lisbon derby. That was absolutely crazy. Sporting against Benfica. If you guys know about that derby, that is one of the biggest derbies, you know, especially with the fan base both teams have. The No Name Boys and the Jubileo, they're just crazy when they go at each other. I've never seen something like that. Where did you grow up? I did grow up in, I'm not going to say the exact spot, but a little bit outside of Boston, maybe an hour outside of Boston. But yeah, so I am from the United States, but both my parents are from the Azores, which is a little islands off Portugal. But that is where my nationality is, Portugal. Even though my mom's nationality, we did do a thing in history class like 2 years ago. It did prove to be, I don't know if it was Ukrainian or Croatian, but both my parents are from Portugal, so it's Portuguese household, as I would like to say. But right away, I'm just going to get away from these questions for a second. João Pereira gives a stupid penalty, and we are up 2-0, guys, and we really can't afford to be dropping points, especially on these lower teams, because if we play Benfica and we drop points against them, it is just going to get harder and harder for us. And not just Benfica. I keep saying that, but other teams are going to give us hard time, just like Boavista is. Boavista right now is giving us a closer game than Puth and Braga did, so you really don't know what happened. As I said, football is a game of surprises, honestly. Do you speak any languages? I did say this is a Portuguese household, so yeah, Portuguese and English, those are my languages. Do I like alpacas? I do enjoy alpacas. That's my favorite animal. What games did you play as a child? Like I said, I mostly played FIFA. One of my closest friends, he did play PES a lot. He's probably going to be watching this video. But I never really, like I told him, I never really played PES. You know, I was never really into it. It was just like a game that kind of bored me out. But look at this right now. 2-2. They tie the game in the 81st minute. Absolutely insane. Another question you guys asked me was, let me see, do you play any other sports? I currently don't play any sports. I want to play volleyball this year, but I don't know if that's a 100% guaranteed, because if my YouTube does take off, which it is right now, I'm honestly not going to have the time for that. A question you guys asked me was, do your parents support your videos or your family? They know about it. I don't even know how they found out about it, to be honest. My dad did at first. But he does support my videos. He said he does enjoy it. He's a big Sporting fan, and he has a laugh watching my intros. He really enjoys that. And another question you guys have attached to that was, do you think your parents will ever be involved in your videos? Maybe my dad, because I think my dad, if we ever play Benfica, I'm obviously going to get that on live commentary, because that would be pretty awesome to see him talk trash about Benfica. He does not like that team at all. He's a diehard Sporting fan. But as you guys can see, the game ends 2-2. Absolutely terrible. We do drop points against Boavista, which is something we don't want to see. And I just want to say thank you guys for 100 subscribers. It's been awesome, and we're going to keep growing. But look at that. Benfica loses against Maritium. So if we won that game, we would have came even higher than them. But if you guys like this, leave a like and comment and subscribe. And peace, guys.